Hey there, this is William Vincent again. Please like and subscribe to my videos. I was sitting there today thinking about the people that really are going to need help. Can you think what it must be like for the next generation that's going to follow? The problems they're going to have and are having now. See, we're in a time where these things are taking place. The internet's taking over the shopping world and shutting down brick and mortar stores, and everything is turned into a super fast-paced world where no one cares about his neighbor. And it's a dog-eat-dog world. Have you noticed how as people get to the point of desperation that a lot of them have gotten so brave that you really got to be careful about who you deal with? You could be the next victim of a crazy person shooting up the place just for fame. It's happening just like that. Who ever heard of school shootings like Sandy Hook where 28 kids were killed, and Virginia Tech where another 33 were killed? When I was a kid, we had guns, but we didn't use them to kill each other. These are kids that went to school alongside the same ones they killed. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems like to me education getting a pretty dangerous thing to get. Not only is there no money to make after you graduate, but now you have to worry about just surviving to graduate. So here's to getting an education at the finest schools to be had. See, we're in a new situation. Not only has our traditional ways of making money and spending money changed, but it's changed the way the whole world thinks. Have you noticed that? It's been a while since Americans wanted to work, though. Let me tell you how I know. I was the owner of a construction company, and I worked and I trained anyone who was willing to work. Anybody that needed a job that wanted to work, I hired them. So can I tell you what I did? I let the ones that wanted to work and that applied come and learn what was needed to keep their job. I'd pay them just like they knew already what they were doing. Let me tell you how that went. There were a lot of people that came looking for work, so I hired a lot of people, and I let them try. And you'd be surprised what I had to do. Well, let me tell you that the Americans I hired just couldn't do the job. They were still young, and I know this goes against the feelings of most people in America, but I had to hire someone to do the job. So I hired Mexicans. Yeah, 26 of them. That's what it took to get the job done, and I couldn't play politics. I had a contract to fulfill, and people were waiting on me. So here's what we have to do. We need to get our thinking in line with the changes we see around us so we aren't left in the dust because of all this. We've been thinking this wasn't real for a long time, and we've heard so many false stories that we've grown numb to the idea of ever doing anything better than what we are already doing. But we can do this. We're the generation where all this started. Remember Steve Jobs? He was born in 1955. Our generation. So he's even a few years older than me, but he was the CEO of Apple. So it's not too hard for us. We can do it. But we need to get started now before we can get any further behind. And we've been through so much already and seen so much in our lives. There's been so much progress in our lifetime. Look at the changes. Computers were created in our lifetime, cell phones, internet, and we've been involved in space exploration. I mean, they went to the moon in 1969. And all kinds of great milestones in history, so we're smart people. So here's something. Have you started learning yet about the marketing business? Even if you're self-employed, you'll need to know this because your future is involved also. There's something brewing in the world, and if we don't learn it, then we're going to be wishing we had. I'm sure you can feel it, even if you're trying to ignore it. And this time I mean it. You know what I mean? Remember, I was talking about retirement going away. It's going to get to the point now, even if you live to 100, you're going to have to work that long. Or be taking care of somebody that is doing it, working from the internet, I mean. There's no alternatives. But to get the training necessary to keep at least up with technology. So I want you to do this. There's training available. You're not going to get conned out of your money. I think we have a lot in common. And I know we think a lot alike. I may have some opinion differences, but overall we understand each other. So come with me on this journey and let's show everyone we're just as smart as the rest. We got this. There's a link in the description. Click the link. This is the way to the best training ever. I'm going through it too, and I'll help you all I can. We'll stand there together. You have all my contact information, and I'll write you every day. So click the link, okay? As always, like and subscribe to my videos, and thank you for watching.